We have an unboxing today, and look at the size of this box. It's huge. And it's from MZ Wallace, so let's get into it. All right, here we go. So this is my new MZ Wallace large Metro Tote Deluxe. And I absolutely love this color. I saw this color in my local Nordstrom store and I was so drawn to it. I was like, wow, what is that? Metro Tote Deluxe. The color is mauve. The size is large. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the details of this bag. Secondly, I'm going to tell you why I decided to buy it. And then third, I'm going to compare it to the other Metro bags in my collection. One of my favorite features about the deluxe styles of the Metro line is this external pocket. So for me, I love to have a place to put my phone so I know where it is. And this pocket here is on the front of the bag. And then turning around here on the back of the bag, that pocket is also here. And so like for me, this would be a great place to put my readers so I know where they are. And then under that little pocket, there is a bigger pocket. And this pocket on the back is very generous. And it has a magnetic snap closure. And what is cool about this is that it's designed for travel, so you can open that up and then put this part over the handle of your suitcase. So that's really ideal for traveling. When we look down on top of the bag, there are also two pockets here, and these are very generous. They go all the way down to the bottom of the bag. So one on each side. So the main opening has this extra fabric, and one of the things I really like about the Metro line is that it has this chunky plastic zipper. Usually I don't associate plastic zippers with very high quality, but actually they work very well, and because they're so chunky, they just kind of have like a little extra style to them. I like them a lot. Okay, so there's some stuffing. Here is one of the pouches. Three pouches, not just one. 3 pouches are attached to this D-ring here inside the bag. Yeah, these pouches are very thin, very flexible. I'm going to remove them right now so they don't get in my way. And this bag came with this strap. It's the typical nylon web strap, and it has the silver chunky hardware like that. When you look down inside this bag, you can see how roomy it is. There's just so much room. And it also has the typical MZ Wallace organization. Here on the back wall, there's this little card pocket here. And then the zip pocket is trimmed in leather. And it has the branding right here, the MZ Wallace foil stamped here. When you look inside this pocket, there are 2 smaller pockets on the front wall of the bag. Then you also have your typical slip pockets here. One is more flat in nature and one has a little bit of curvature to it. So it gives you some places to put things away that you don't want to have to dig for inside the bag. One of the reasons I really like MZ Wallace is because of the quality. Like, the nylon is really nice quality. It is super soft and squishy. The hardware is very good quality. The trimmings are really nice, in terms of the Vacetta leather. And like I mentioned before, the zippers, no matter what line you're in with the MZ Wallace, you're going to have good quality zippers to work with. After I finished filming, I got the paper off of the zipper pulls, and I just wanted to show you the quality of the leather and of the edge coating. And then when you get closer, you can see that MZW is imprinted on the metal parts. And here's a closer look at the hardware and the stitching on the leather that surrounds it. Each of the pouches have this leather MZ Wallace branding, which is very nice, and they also have the D-rings attached with leather to the pouch. They have the big chunky zipper and the very nice leather pull tab. And this is what I mean about how thin and flexible the pouches are. So it just means that it helps keep the weight down if you're using them to pack. So the reason I bought this bag is because I was thinking about what I would take to New York as my carry-on. And by the way, thank you so much for your kind words and your encouraging comments. It really warmed my heart to hear from you. And if you didn't see the video that I'm speaking of, I will link it below. So yeah, I am starting to think a little bit about planning my New York trip, and I was thinking carefully about which bag would be my carry-on bag. I've had lost luggage before when I travel, or usually it's just delayed. Eventually we're reunited, but I have had to go to a store and get some essentials, to get me through a couple of days. days. So that's not new to me. It doesn't stress me out that much. But on this particular trip, I have to have some things with me. Like, I have to have the clothes I'm going to wear for the concert. I have to have my music with me. I have to have my stage shoes. These are things that I just can't risk, you know, into checking luggage. I have to have them with me. So that's why thinking about my carry-on for this particular trip is going to be super important. I do have smaller suitcases, you know, that are like carry-on size, but sometimes when I fly from Cincinnati, we're on more like a regional jet size, and we don't always have room to take the suitcases on the flight to put them overhead. So I wanted to have something that would be very flexible and that could squeeze into a smaller overhead compartment. And I would like for this bag to be multi-purpose. Also, once I get to New York, I would like to use this to take with me as like my collection of shopping. Put all those shopping bags, you know, basically into one larger bag here and be able to carry it over my shoulder. And even when this gets more full, it's super squishy and it's already super lightweight. So I do think it would be good to have with me. So as I mentioned, this does come with a strap here. I can't imagine really using this particular strap a lot, but you know, it's always nice to have options. There are D-rings on the side of the bag, and these D-rings are trimmed in leather. And this is a big lobster claw attachment here. Again, this hardware is really good quality. So I could anticipate just throwing this over crossbody real quick, especially if I'm at a sink, you know, like trying to wash my hands. So here's a shot of the bottom. It has these little leather feet, but this bag is so squishy. All of it's gonna be touching the floor if you have to put it down. But I really like the patch of branding here on the bottom. It just adds a nice touch there. Okay, so now let's talk about the sizing of these MZ Wallace Metro Tote bags. This is the largest size. The size down from this is the medium. I don't own the medium size, but I'll include a picture here of when I was trying it on at my local Nordstrom. I do own the small size. The last time I used it, I was with my boys, and I feel like I forgot to clean something out of here because as I'm picking it up, it feels a little heavier than normal. Yeah. So there's a pack of wet wipes in here, and also their little doggy ouch pouch. Yeah, I forgot to clean that out, and I'm glad to find it today because I will be looking for that pretty soon. So in case you're interested, here's the small size compared to the large. It's a really big size difference. And here's the mini compared to the small. It's definitely more of a like everyday kind of a size for me. And there are two models that are even smaller than the mini. Like this doesn't seem very mini to me, but you know, in terms of the range, the large, medium, small to mini, I get it. The next size smaller is the Micro Tote Deluxe, and I did a review on that bag. I ended up sending it back because I just didn't think it was very useful for my needs. But if you would like to know more about that, I'll have it linked below. One even smaller than the Micro is called the Petite. It's teeny tiny, but of course it's also super cute. Here, I'm gonna snap off the tag because I know this bag is a keeper. Here is the official information, the Metro Tote Deluxe size large. And by the way, you can use your MZ Wallace points to get a discount off that price, which I think is really nice as well. Then I also just wanted to show you, I put my luggage tag on here and I think it looks so cute. Yeah, I'm really happy with this one. I love the color so much. This mauve color is beautiful. And they have a new Dusty Rose that's just been released as well. It's also really pretty. All right, well, thanks for joining me as I have added another MZ Wallace bag to my collection. If you'd like to know more about MZ Wallace, my MZ Wallace playlist will be linked below. I'll see you in the next video. You take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.